How's it going, guys? You're watching Dirt Bike Channel. I'm your host, Kyle Brotherson, and today we're going to cut these old grips off our bike and put some new Pro Taper grips on our dirt bike. That's what's coming up next on Dirt Bike Channel. So in today's project, we're just cutting our old grips off. These were actually not the stock grips. The stock grips were these guys right here. I'll do a close-up maybe of these things. These are the KTM grips that came on the bike stock. We wore through those. And then I had on here for a while these Pro Taper pillow top grips, which I actually liked quite well. But I've got some buddies that don't like these as much. They think they're too bulky and don't give you enough feel. So these Pro Taper, let's see, which ones are they? Got to remember what I'm doing here. The Pro Taper half waffle tri-density grips. These grips come highly recommended. I've used these before on a different bike. Actually, it might have been this bike. I can't remember. But these half waffle grips are pretty nice, and they don't give you as much cushion. They're not as soft feeling as the pillow top grips, but these are a great grip, no frills grip that I've liked in the past, and so I wanted to put them back on the bike. You know, grips are kind of one of those things that people are funny about. Like, different people have different grips that they just absolutely love and swear by. I haven't really been that partial to any one grip. And you'll see that there's an easy way to take these things off, and that is just cut them off, you know, with the razor knife here. Sometimes I've used some glue on the reason why I'm pulling these off is not because I wore through these. Actually, I did kind of wear through this other one on the other side because I tore through it by dumping the bike on a hill. Sometimes I've used glue on here. Sometimes I've used paint. I think on this one, actually, I used a little bit of paint. I used some white paint here for lubrication, and then a little bit of tackiness there. These are the grips that came stock on the bike, I think. The grips from KTM. These probably were not my favorite. I think I liked the Pro Taper ones a little bit better than the stock grips. So these kind of wore down real fast and didn't give me a whole lot of feel. And so I pulled those off and then put the Pro Tapers on. So I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up the bar here a little bit, and then we'll stick another one on. This bar is actually pretty clean, but what I'm doing is I just took a little strip of 400 grit sandpaper, and I'm just gonna come like this and clean it up a bit, clean up any glue or any paint that was on there that was, you know, residue. That's one thing. If you use glue, like the grip glue, then this takes a little bit longer because you've got more residue to get off, you know? So just kind of keep that in mind. I'm also gonna grab a little bit of contact cleaner. Sorry, I'm doing all this off camera, but I'm doing a little bit of contact cleaner. Can you see that? Yeah. Just a little bit of electrical contact cleaner here, and I'll just spray that. I'll just spray that on and then wipe that off. So now, for my purposes, and everybody probably has some different thing that they do, it's amazing. Like, you put something on YouTube and it's amazing how people tell you all the things about you don't know what you're doing here. But I'm about ready now to put a grip back on this. Just in case no one's explained this to you, when you get grips, your conventional grips, you will have two different sizes. You'll have a smaller hole here on this one and a bigger hole on that one. The bigger hole is the one over for the throttle side. The smaller side is the one without the throttle. So I think that should be pretty self-explanatory, but just in case it wasn't. Then on this half waffle, I'm gonna keep the waffles down so the waffles are around, you know, where my fingers are gonna grab. So up here where my palm is gonna be, I'm gonna keep this part of it here, this little diamond etch part, and put the waffles on the bottom. The other thing I'm gonna do this time is I am actually going to put a little bit of glue in this. And the reason why is the last time out, I actually had, these grips coming loose, and so that was kind of annoying. I'll put a little glue here on the end, a little glue running up to the top. Yeah, but I had them kind of spinning on me, and I'm not going to put a ton of glue on here, just because I don't think you need a ton of glue. but I did have them spinning on me. The other thing that's nice about putting the glue on there is it makes them a whole heck of a lot easier to put on. See how easy that just pushed on? So I just spin them a little bit until, you know, that way you get good coverage of that glue all over. And this stuff sets real fast, so you want to make sure that you get that in the position that you want it. That's about where I want it right there. Just consequently, the Pro Taper is pretty much straight up and down there on the side of the bar, and that's where I want that. So I'm pretty happy with the placement of that right there. I just realized that I shot the first part of this video in 1080p. So I apologize to all those people that are going to be super disappointed that the first part of this video wasn't in 4K unless I redo this thing. Anyway, back to what we're doing, because I do like to have quality video here. You can see this side, definitely you can see how I've used the white paint here. And the paint I did, the paint I put on this kind of acted as my grip glue. And it worked okay. The only problem is I ended up having some of it slide down into the throttle assembly, and then it gummed up my throttle. So I'm going to try to avoid that this time. I'm going to be a lot more careful in putting my grip glue in here to make sure it doesn't go down inside and gum up my throttle, because that really sucked. Again, just doing a little bit of sanding here to clean up this surface. And this is just, this is just to clean up any residue, any glue residue or whatever, so we can get a good surface to have this grip and glue adhere to here. And this is just 400 grit sandpaper. You can use a little bit, you can use whatever you have on hand. That's pretty good. Again, just a little contact cleaner here. Clean that off a bit. I'm pretty happy with that. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm actually going to try this from a different angle. I'm going to try it from this angle over on this side so I can pull that dang thing hard. Because this is kind of a pain to get these things on. Oh. That actually went pretty well right there. Make sure we don't have any glue anywhere we don't want it, and that's gonna be about it. That helped a ton, guys, to actually get on it from this side. I tried to do it from the other side, and I only got halfway on, and it was stuck too much. I think I want it just a touch twisted that way. There. That's pretty close to where I want it. But coming around on this side, then I could get really the leverage that I needed to get that thing on. And I think that is gonna be good right there. That's pretty much it, guys. Go ahead and leave down in the comments the types of grips that you like. If you like Pro Tapers, if you like Renthals, if you like something else, if you like ODI locking grips. I've got some ODI locking grips over on that bike there, and I need to do some more testing on that, and I need to replace some of them and see what I think of them. But go ahead and leave in the comments the types of grips that you like. And if you want to support Dirt Bike Channel, one of the best ways that you can do that is to go over to dirtbikechannel.com/parts. I'll put a link in the description. And I've got some affiliate links over there. You can go ahead and click on those links for Rocky Mountain ATV or Motosport. And if you click on those, you can order your parts. It won't cost you anything extra, but Dirt Bike Channel will get a small kickback. And that just helps us to bring more quality content like this to you. So until next time, thanks for watching, guys.
Hey guys, today's rider spotlight is Ryan Baer. Ryan lives up in the Pacific Northwest here in the United States, and he just got this 2016 KTM 250X CF. He said that he would watch the channel during second period in school, and when we started to talk about the 250X CF, he knew that was the bike for him, and he's very, very happy with that purchase. And so we just wanted to give a shout out to Ryan Baer.